That's another set, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 4 catches, 52 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And going deep for Hill. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 7-7, our score after 1. Running right through him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage. And boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Shakes off the sag. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
That catch good for only a couple.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So we've hit halftime all. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. On the return, it's Washington. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 2nd half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work out for their first possession. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes going to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd and 9. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having all...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He wants it all for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go into half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
Mahomes to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.